amazing things can happen. We're losing half our audience. 4-H. 4-H to the barn. All right. I don't know. More dog show, he says. Now, if you are considering bringing a dog into your household, kindly visit your local shelter. A vast majority of our dogs are rescues. You never know when you might meet a new best friend. Speaking of which, we have a brand new addition to the Extreme Dogs family. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Jelly Bean.
That's just my baby dog. That's just my baby dog.
Now, Jelly Bean is a bundle of energy and a bundle of joy. Paige is going to be demonstrating some of the foundations our trainers use as secret weapons to enable some foundation. Now, it's very important to use positive reinforcement. Always giving encouragement and always having your time together a celebration and party time. Now, it's very important to have lots of treats for your dog, but as well, a special tool. It's called a clicker. You're going to hear Paige using this. I'm going to do it right into my microphone. This clicker associated with food becomes a technique, almost like Pavlov's dog. The technique is to give her a little pat on the back, always giving that reinforcement that what they're doing, that clicker gives that dopamine release to say you're doing a great job. All right, now Paige is going to demonstrate now with a Frisbee. Very important to use a pet-friendly Frisbee. We don't want any hard plastics to damage any of their teeth or their gums. Now, starting out with the Frisbee, you want to do what's called a slider. Turn the Frisbee upside down. It allows it to glide and slide along the ground, making it very easy for that dog to retrieve using that motor skill. Once you've mastered that, Paige is going to demonstrate a side roller. A new motor skill is enacted, tilting their head to the side, allowing it to retrieve, always met with positive reinforcement and excitement. Now, Jelly Bean is a new puppy. If he happens to catch it, let's give that dog some encouragement. He's coming along. Oh, come on, ladies and gentlemen, give that dog and some fans a well-deserved round of applause. That's an up-and-comer. It's Jelly Bean. All right, so once you've mastered the slider, you've practiced the side roller, you're starting to give your dog a little bit of airtime. Now it's time to take him to a park with a wide open space, even on a beach, because we're now going to have a long throw competition. Awesome Orange representing for you. Let's welcome, this is Artemis. Going head to head against for you, Big Blue. Let's welcome Dooley. All right, leaving the floor to Artemis. The floor is yours. Oh, the wind catching it slightly. Nice big jump, big air. All right, Dooley. Slow and low. Here's what we got. Nice snag. Well done. All right, Artemis. Second catch. Let's see what we got. Oh, that went double catch. Nice work, Artemis. All right, Dooley. Make it count, buddy. End zone touchdown. Nice work. Give these two dogs, ladies and gentlemen, a well-deserved round of applause. That is Dooley and as well Artemis. All right, so we're going to do a little giveaway at the end of the show. One of these clickers, one of these training techniques. Even though we do sell them available, one person that adds us on your favorite social media, either Instagram or TikTok, I'll be monitoring that on my phone right now. At the end of the show, I'll be selecting one person, a lucky person to win. Okay, so we've practiced. We've mastered the slider, you've practiced the side roller. Now your dog is in a park getting some long throw. Well, it's now time to have a little bit of expert mode. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome a beautiful dog. This is Athena.
I love you so. That's what you say. You tell me, baby, baby, please don't go away. When I play, I never stay. This is what I say.
That is a dog juggling frisbees, ladies and gentlemen. I can hardly juggle my pills.
See, I ain't tryna hurt you. Just wanna work you. Don't be scared, you better run, you better run, better run, better run, better run, better run, you better.
That's one. That's two. Ladies and gentlemen, let that dog hear you. That's a legend. That is Athena. Wow. Well, as trainers clear the pitch, ladies and gentlemen, moving into our next sport in Dog Olympics, the high jump. Now, this is where we're going to unite both Team Big Big Blue and Team Awesome Orange as one team to unite to cheer on these dogs. Because in the high jump, they're going to feed off your energy, and the louder that you cheer, the higher they're going to go for you. Breaking out our first dog, going by the name Enzo. This fast dog, a bundle of energy. All right, the dog's locked and loaded. Kids, are you ready to make some noise? Hit it. Come on. Should we go higher? 2 bars for Enzo. Are you ready, kids? Let's make some noise. Should we go higher? 3 bars for Enzo. Just touching it. Okay, we're going to reset to see if we can end on a good note. And we're going to ramp up that energy to build the excitement of this dog. He went through those bars like a Kool-Aid. All right, you ready, kids? Let's make some noise. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, that is Enzo. All right, our next dog we know jumps very well. We're gonna keep it set at 3 bars. Let's welcome this Dutch Shepherd, Birch. All right, you ready, kids? Let's make some noise. Is that a dog or a kangaroo? Audience, should we go higher? You ready? We'll reset that bar. He even saw that. All right, let's get ready to make some noise. 4 bars high in the sky. You ready? Tear it up. Holy smokes. Audience, should we try one more bar? I see more bars than downtown Yorkton. This is the record for Birch. We're going to see if we can tie it here tonight. He's been jumping great. Get ready to make some noise. Oh, we just touched it. Okay, we're going to reset that bar to see if we can end on a good note for Birch. Get ready to make some noise of encouragement. Are you ready, kids? Ramp it up. Just touching it. Not bad. How about a well-deserved round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for that high fly and that tough dog? That is Birch. Now, what stunt dog show would be anything without a stunt? Bringing out the Evel Knievel himself, the legend. Let's welcome Miffy. Now, if you happen to have a camera phone, send it to video. See if you can capture this moment. If you don't, audience, get ready to clap to the beat, because we are shooting our stars for the moon. Are you ready? Laces out. Top in 1 bar. How about a well-deserved round of applause? That the daredevil, Evel Knievel. That is Nifty. Audience, are we having fun? Day one here at the Yorkton X. What better way to spend a summer night with all your friends and your family? But the fun, ladies and gentlemen, does not stop, because it is now time to address an elephant in the room. This kid, just joking, duck diving, invented in cottage country, where dogs will fly of a 40-foot dock. High flying through the sky. Now I need one young volunteer to act as a judge. One person. Yeah, you crazy man. Yes, follow out. Right onto the pitch. You're going to join Jessica to ensure none of these trainers are up to any shenanigans. He's strutting his stuff. He's rocking and rolling. Bringing up our first dog, the Evel Knievel, ready for a bath. Let's welcome Nifty. Now each dog in dock diving gets 2 attempts to see if they can break their personal best. Mythic going for it. Get ready to make some noise. Big splash, big wave. Judge has made his decision. What do we got? We've got 13 feet, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad for his first attempt. Shaking off 2 pounds of water weight. He's getting ready. 13 to beat. Let's make some noise. Cannonball. All right, Judge. What do we got? 14 feet, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Pippin. All right. 14 feet to beat. As we rotate that sopping wet noodle of a dog, bringing out our next dog. Let's welcome Harry. Feet to beat. We're going to see if we can do it right now. Harry's favorite toy is this bumper. Getting ready to rock, getting ready to roll. He didn't even care about his toy, launching that bumper to the moon. Judge, what do we got? We've got 20 feet from our judge. Give it up for Harry's knocking it out of the park. One more jump to see. 20 to beat. Audience, get ready to make some noise. We're going to see if we can do it right here. Let's get them excited. 20 to beat. Wow. 16 feet. How about a well-deserved round of applause for Aries? Our last jumper, ladies and gentlemen. The legend, Dutch Shepherd. This is Birch. Now, as I mentioned, we are handing out 1 clicker to 1 lucky winner that followed us after the show. Kara Bombach comes to me at the booth. But right now, audience, 20 feet to beat. We're going to see if we can do it here tonight. Are you ready, kids? Let's make some noise. Huge air. Huge splash. Judge losing his mind. We've got 23 feet from our judge. Nice work, Birch. We are back during the entire run of this fair for 3 shows. Right now, 23 to beat. Let's see if we can do it. Let's make some noise. Big air, big catch. Big splash. 24 feet. Holy smokes. Audience, let that dog hear you. The legend, that is Birch. Keep the round of applause for our judge. Strutting his stuff. He came up to me earlier and he said, Andrew, I am single, I am ready to mingle. He will be signing autographs after the show. Judge, we appreciate you. Enjoy your night, a beautiful night here at the Yorkton X. We'll see you guys again real soon.
Yorkton Livestock in Yorkton, and owner operating Jack Austin Group. And Sir Di, glad to be back here in Yorkton, and I'll be up in the Swan River during the Retriever Truck Ride action there. Floyd Holmes going to be our hit starter man here. We'll have Jenna Hutchins out on the first corner there. We've got Jesse Mueller and Lisa Garrett. They'll be doing all the timing and the recording here to keep things rolling smooth in here. Of course, we've got Tyler down there on the infield, and we certainly appreciate him for all the work on the ground. All right, we're ready to go racing, ladies and gentlemen, and we're ready for heat number 1. And in barrel number 3 will be Hugh Jack's outfit, running you from the Pro Soils outfit. Hugh Jack loading in the barrel number 3. In the barrel number 2 will be the Stephen Prodell outfit with Doc Pat's Acres. And number 1 will be Kelvin Longman Affordable Livestock Equipment. He's number 1. Good luck. Here's the whole, the charge is underway. Turn around, let's see what they can do. Hugh Jack's off that off 3. Let's wrap it out there. Ooh, we got a barrel down. The number 1 barrel is down. As they're hitting out, there he is. The Hugh Jack outfit leads the way with the Pro Soils outfit. Calvin Lungman with Affordable Livestock Equipment sits in second in along the rail. Doc Pat's Acres and Stephen Prodell is in third as they hit down the back stretch. Let's pick them out. It is the Hugh Jack outfit. Pro Soils leads the way. Sitting in second now is the Calvin Lungman outfit. Affordable Livestock Equipment. And Stephen Prodell with Doc Pat's Acres sits third as they hit into that third corner. It's still the Hugh Jack outfit leads the way by 2.5, 3 lengths now. Calvin Longman second, Affordable Livestock Equipment, and Stephen Prodell with Doc Pat's Acres as they round the fourth and final corner and head to the finish line. Here they come. The Hugh Jack outfit with Pro Soils leads the way as they're going to catch him tonight. As he leads her by 3 as they head to the line. It will be Pro Soils and Hugh Jack, Affordable Livestock Equipment, and Calvin Longman. And Doc Pat's Acres, Stephen Prodell, the lad, heat number 1. All right. Well, 1 down and 11 more to go. We'll roll into heat number 2. Look at the drivers. They're ready to go for that heat. We're looking for Bert Bueller, Dakota Schnell, and Floyd Hope's outfit. They are drivers in heat number 2. Bert Bueller, Dakota Schnell, and Floyd Hope's outfit will be our drivers in heat number 2. Again, we are here thankful for the Touch with Agency Tribal Council for bringing to us Seniors Day. And again, the beer garden is open over there in the Westfield Arena over there. And of course, we want to thank each and every one of the sponsors here at the Yorkton exhibition for all of the generous support. It's absolutely fantastic. And remember, tomorrow, the Legacy Co-op Kids Club Kiddies Day. And the parade starts at the Legacy Co-op Food Store at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So make sure to get the kiddos off to bed so they are ready to rock and roll for the parade tomorrow. As the drivers make their way back for heat number 1, we'll relay the times. Lisa and Jesse will replay the race. It's being recorded on a very highly sophisticated timing software. They'll play it back for the 1/100th of a second. Back down to see who is going to be in the top 5, who will lead the races here after game number 1. Okay, well here are the times for that heat. Hugh Jack outfit, 66 and 47, 6647. Calvin Longman, he ran the track to 68 and 64, but 5 seconds for tapping one of those barrels down. And then the Stephen Prodell outfit is a 69.12. Now the penalties, of course, given out from our head officials here. 5 seconds if you knock a barrel down, 3 seconds if the front wheels or horses go across the lane lines. That's a 3 second penalty. It can also be head of the barrel, head of the horn, interference, hazing, stuff like that. But we'll let you know all those penalties as we go through. That's the Hugh Jack outfit making his way back. 1 out, 1 in. We're ready to go. Let's go racing into heat number 2. The gentleman driver, Bert Bueller from Hudson Bay, Saskatchewan, runs the Yorkton Home Hardware canvas on that beautifully painted red and black truck wagon with the 4 ranch horses. And they'll be loading into barrel number 3 tonight. He'll have the black jacket on. Barrel number 2 will be Dakota Schnell. Young man comes to us with the Kelly Hydraulics pin on the side of his chuck wagon. He'll be in barrel number 2. And the number 1 barrel will be Floyd Hope's outfit. He'll have Colin Kilborn doing the driving. And Floyd's sponsor here is Lawrence Welding and Fabricating. As we get in for heat number 2, Mark Fielder leads the bid. Dakota Schnell in 2, and Floyd Hope in barrel number 1. This will be heat number 2. Good luck. There's the horn and a good-looking star. Let's bring him around and see what they can do. All 3 of them heading out of there. Colin Gilmore driving the Floyd Hogue outfit is flying out there. Bert Bueller on the overland route. And in the middle is Dakota Schnell as they head around the first 2 corners. It's Floyd Hogue with the Lawrence Welding and Fabricating outfit is flying out there. In second is the Dakota Schnell outfit. Kelly Hydraulics and Bert Bueller, Yorkton Home Hardware as they glide down the backstretch. It is the Floyd Hogue outfit leads the way. Lawrence Welding and Fabricating second in the middle is the Dakota Schnell outfit for Kelly Hydraulics, and then the Bert Bueller outfit in third. Yorkton Home Hardware as they glide into that third corner. The orange canvas of Floyd Hogue leads the way right now for Lawrence Welding and Fabricating. Second is Dakota Schnell, Kelly Hydraulics, and Bert Bueller. Yorkton Home Hardware as they glide around the fourth and final corner and make their way to the finish line. Floyd Hogue on the rail, Dakota Schnell in the middle. Here we go. It is Floyd Hogue by the horse legs. Dakota Schnell second, and Bert Bueller rolls in to be third. And call that one heat number 2. Oh, great racing here thus far. After 2 heats of racing, ladies and gentlemen, what an absolute great start to the wagon show. Heat number 3, we'll get those drivers ready to go. Carol Hogue, Cody Leach, and Calvin Young are drivers in heat number 3. Carol Hogue, Cody Leach, and Calvin Young are drivers in heat number 3. All right, well again, ladies and gentlemen, we certainly appreciate each and every one of you for taking time out of your busy schedule and for joining us here at the Yorkton Summer Fair. The Board of Directors certainly appreciate you taking time out of your schedule and paying at the gate, looking after all those fantastic vendors out there, and of course enjoying the midway. We certainly appreciate you supporting on a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. Of course, the next 2 days we expect some very large crowds as we roll in here for 3 days of racing. Okay, well, here's our times in heat number 2. We've got Floyd Hogue with a time of 65:52. Dakota Schnell, a 65 and 69. Bert Bueller on the track of 66.80. Just 2 for being hit the barrel, actually. Goes to 68.80. Well, some fast times out there on heat number 2. Bert Bueller, Yorkton Home Hardware makes his way back. Dakota Schnell for Kelly Hydraulics out there. And the Floyd Hogue outfit for Lawrence Welding and Fabricating as they make their way back. Heat number 2. All right, well, heat number 3, that'll be our next one coming at us. And we've got Carol Hogue going in the barrel number 3. She runs for Yorkton Concrete. That'll be Carol Hogue. She'll have the pink helmet on, the white check wagon, and the white harness. She'll be off the number 3 barrel. Always a hard charging outfit. Cody Leach runs for Seed Farm 23. The familiar Leach brand on the side of that check wagon. A familiar name on the top end of the chuck wagon times for generations. The Havilland Aircraft of Canada is Kelvin Young, and the familiar colors there, you'll see it matches the Evan Solomon wagon that runs in the World Pro Chuck Wagon Association. Good to see that trickling down to the pony wagons here with Kelvin Young. All right, Carol Hogue's going to load them into barrel number 3 for Yorkton Concrete. Cody Leach for Seed Farm 23 in barrel 2. Kelvin Young, the Havilland Aircraft, he'll load into barrel number 1. This will be heat number 3. Good luck. There's the horn, the charge is underway. Bring him around. Hey, Kelvin Young looks wrapping up 1. Cody Leach off 2. Carol Hogue on the overland route. Who's setting up to be a good one? The Havilland Aircraft, they are airborne and flying their length and a half in front. Kelvin Young. Cody leads. Seed Farm 23 is along the rail, and Carol Hogue is out there flying as she heads around the back stretch. Let's pick him up there. Carol Hogue, Yorkton Concrete Outfit is in the middle of the track. Kelvin Young is ahead by length and a half. The De Havilland Outfit is ahead into that third corner. The red truck wagon with the white shirt is Kelvin Young, but he's got company coming. Carol Hogue on the outside. Cody Leach is in third right now for Seed Farm 23. We head into the fourth and final corner, and they're southbound and down. Here they come. Kelvin Young is on the rail. Carol Hogue is up around the middle of the track. The queen is flying. She's going to out of this track. Here they come. Everybody's flying. Kelvin Young was flying. The Havilland aircraft were airborne all the way around. Carol Hogue gets there for second, and Cody Leach. What a race. Heat number 3. Oh, I tell you what, great to see some great racing out there. We're going to pause for a short Herald break after this heat. So we'll have our fantastic Herald man out there fire up the tractor and get ready to rock and roll. We're going to Herald after 3 heats here, and then we'll run another section, and then we'll excuse these drivers back to the barns and bring out another 6 heats. All right, well, fantastic racing here with the Eastern Professional Chariot and Truck Wagon Association. And of course, we appreciate them for bringing all these drivers to Yorkton as they put on the show for you here for the next 3 days. And I tell you, it is absolutely fantastic. They will be down the road in Shiho on the weekend as well. So if you're looking for something to do on Saturday or Sunday and you're not here at the exhibition, feel free to head on over to Shiho. The Yorkton exhibition, I tell you what, they have put together an absolutely outstanding display of all kinds of acts. Doesn't matter what you're interested in, Ed. You are certainly going to be interested in something here at the Summer Fair. Okay, we've got the times, and here they are. Kelvin Young, the Havilland Aircraft of Canada, is our new leader, 64:33. 64:33. Carol Hogue in front of us now with the Yorkton Factory Outfit, 64:44. Between the truck wagon racing there, and then Cody Leach with a 66.10. 66.10. So right now, it's a 64:33 from Kelvin Young and a 64:44 from Carol Hogue leads the way. There's your new leader. He was airborne, Kelvin Young, the Havilland Aircraft of Canada. Your new leader, a 64:33. Good run. Okay. Well, we're going to harrow up a little bit here on the track. I hope we got our tractor man's already on the third corner. We're going to leave you now with a little bit of some country tunes here while we harrow up the infield. We'll be back for our second group of the first half. The Yorkton half, the Yorkton exhibition, second. All right, heat number 4, looks like we're getting in line. Jody Drexler, Ben Garrow, and Shane Hugh will be our drivers in heat number 4. This will be our first heat in the second group here that we have. We're going to have 12 heats of truck wagon races here for you. We're going to bring them in groups of 3. We'll harrow in between after we do these next 3 heats, and we're going to do another harrow. Just a short intermission and bring out another 6 heats. All right. In heat number 4, we'll be looking for Jody Drexler for Nancy Johnson Remax into barrel 3. Barrel 2 will be Napa C-Max Scratcher. That'll be Ben Garrett for Honda. And the number 1 barrel of Legends Livestock Characters. That'll be Shane Hugh from Hudson Bay, Saskatchewan. Looks like we'll be getting those outfits ready to roll. Right back into racing. Of course, this is a 3-day show. Give you a time, fastest times, and we'll do 3 days of racing. All right. All right, here we go to heat number 4. Jody Drexler loads in the barrel number 3. They're running for Nancy Johnson Remax Agency out of the number 3 barrel tonight. He comes to us from Nipawin, Saskatchewan. Ben Garrow from Honda will be off of the number 2 barrel. Running from Napa, C-Max will be off of the number 2 barrel with the red shirt on and a blue and white chuck wagon. And the number 1 barrel will be the orange and black to the white harness of Shane Hugh, running for Legend Livestock Carriers. Legend Livestock Carriers will be off of the number 1 barrel here tonight. All right, so as we get set for heat number 4, Jody Drexler, veteran driver, leads him into barrel 3 from Nancy Johnson, Remax. Barrel number 2 is the Napa Traction outfit of Ben Garrow from Honda, and the number 1 barrel is Shane Hugh, Legends Livestock Carriers. Heat number 4, good luck. Here's the horn of a good-looking star. Bring him around. Let's see what they can do. Jody Drexler on 3. Shane Hughes on the number 1 barrel. The barrels are standing and they are flying as they head around. Shane Hughes has the rail. Legend Livestock Carriers. Ben Garrow, Napa Traction up the middle in a chuck wagon sandwich. And Jody Drexler on the overland route with Nancy Johnson, Remax as they glide down the backstretch. Legend Livestock Carriers, Shane Hughes leads the way a bit in front, but Napa Traction is coming on the outside, Ben Garrow. And then we have the Nancy Johnson Remax outfit and Jody Drexler as they head into the 3rd corner. Ben Garrow in the middle of the track, ahead by 1 horse length, Shane Hughes 2nd. Legend Livestock Carriers, but he's in along the rail, saving ground. They're southbound and down, headed to the finish line, and I'll tell you what, it's your turn to come along, Yorkton. Have a look at this. Ben Garrow in the middle, Shane Hughes on the rail as they head down to the finish line. As they head out there, Shane Hughes and Jody Drexler. What a heat! Heat number 4. Heat number 5 will be our next team coming in. We'll look for Kelvin Harlock, Ron Sanderson, and Wayne Solomon, our drivers in heat number 5. Kelvin Harlock, Ron Sanderson, Wayne Solomon, the drivers in heat number 5. All right, so far our fast times to beat is 64:33 of Kelvin Young and 64:44 of Carol Hogue will be our fastest time so far, those top 2 times here in heat number 1. Heat number 5, we'll look for Kelvin Harlock, Ron Sanderson, and Wayne Solomon. I'll have those drivers in for heat number 5. Beautiful evening. Nice breeze. Keep the mosquitoes down. Kelvin Harlock, Ron Sanderson, and Wayne Solomon. Perfect. I love the handstand. I'm figuring it out. Ryan Peterson just was telling a joke about hand signals, but it's not something I can do here for him. That was 5 or 10? 5. Okay. And that's barrel 3. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, as the real fun through the times, we've got it out. It is Ben Garrow, 63:45. 63:45. Wow. Shane Hughes, 63:52. Jody Drexler ran the track 64:29. Plus 5 for track interference, 69:29. So that means your leader in that heat there, Ben Garrow, 63:45 Napa Traction, and the Shane Hughes outfit 63:52. Jody Drexler for Nancy Johnson, Remax. Good running out there in those heats. Excellent running. Okay, well, we're about ready to go here. We're going to move along into our next heat. The top 5 so far. We've got Ben Garrow leading the way, Shane Hughes, Kelvin Young, Carol Hogue, and Floyd Hogue. Top 5 winding down so far. All right, heat number 5 might change things. Oh, we got some big names in truck wagon racing here. Kelvin Harlock, put in the wagon box. Oh, it's been a long time. Now it's got to be getting close to 40 years. GX94 is going to be loading in the barrel number 3. Longtime sponsor Ron Sanderson Chicasta Payson Cree Nation will be off of the number 2 barrel tonight. He's got that white chuck wagon with the red shirt. He'll be easy to pick up. Wayne Solomon, the veteran driver, one of the founding members of the EPCCA, still running wagons, and he's running in the number 1 barrel tonight for Sharp Automotive Repair. Off of barrel number 1. He'll have the white jacket on, and he'll have the gray horse on the left-hand side. We'll be watching for that. Calvin Harlick loads them into three veteran drivers here. Barrel 2, Ron Sanderson, Chicasta Payson Cree Nation, and Wayne Solomon at 1. Good luck, 2-5. There's the hole, look good. Wayne Solomon there they go. He wants to rail. He said, "Give it to me, boys." Wayne Solomon, Sharp Automotive Repair. The old wagon scare. Wayne Solomon's in along the rail, and he's starting to pull ahead of them now. Ron Sanderson, Chicasta Payson Cree Nation, and Calvin Harlick. GX94 looks like he's sliding in along the rail. Let's pick him up down the backstretch. Wayne Solomon, the veteran driver, leads the way out there. 2.5 in front. GX94, Calvin Harlick is sliding along the rail, and he's making up a lot of ground. Ron Sanderson, Chicasta Payson Cree Nation, third on the outside. But it's Wayne Solomon, 2 lengths in front. He's up there flying there for Sharp Automotive Repair. GX94, Calvin Harlick is in hot pursuit as they round the 4th and final corner. Here they come. Wayne Solomon, Sharp Automotive is out there in the front end. I don't think they're going to get you. Wayne Solomon is out there flying. He's going to get there. Grandpa Wayne gets there for the win. Sharp Automotive, GX94, Calvin Harlick second, and Ron Sanderson, a hard charging third. Oh, that one, heat number 5. Oh, what a good heat there, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what. Excellent racing here. Heat number 6 will be our next heat coming in, and we'll look for Curtis Lundman, Riley Broughton, and Casey Peterson's outfit. The drivers in heat number 6. Curtis Lundman, Riley Broughton, and Casey Peterson's outfit. The drivers in heat number 6. Well, again, on behalf of the Yorkton Exhibition, we certainly appreciate you for being here. And also on behalf of Touchwood Agency Tribal Council, of course, we want to acknowledge all those of our seniors here that are with us today. We sure hope that you've enjoyed the day. We sure hope that you've enjoyed all the activities planned for you today. And again, we've got some absolute great times here out of this heat. All right, well, let's give them to you here. And heat number 5, Wayne Solomon. Listen to this, 62.57, 62.57. Calvin Harlick, 63.54, 63.54. And Ron Sanderson, 64.27, 64.27. So great running out there, ladies and gentlemen. And that heat, again, wow, what absolutely fantastic times out of those quick heats. As they make their way by you, that's Ron Sanderson at 64.27 right now. He's sitting very good here after 5 heats of racing right now. 64.27. That'll slide him in 5th unofficially on the night right now. And here comes Wayne Solomon for Sharp Automotive Repair. He's your new leader, 62.57. And the Calvin Harlick outfit, he's going to have some goodies for you there to give out on behalf of GX94, been his sponsor for a very long time. As long as I've known Calvin, that's for 35 years. So GX94 and Calvin Harlick, as he makes his way by you, ladies and gentlemen, with some giveaways there from GX94. Thank them for that GX94. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, it is heat number 6, so this will be the last one in our first half. We've got a whole more, 6 more heats. This is just the halfway mark, ladies and gentlemen, here in Yorkton. For the number 3 barrel tonight from Kelvington, Saskatchewan will be J-Mac Sandblasting. J-Mac Sandblasting for Curtis Lundman. But the number 3 barrel, he'll have that beautiful buckskin on the left-hand side. We'll be watching that horse all the way around the track. You got that familiar chuck wagon. He'll be off the number 3 barrel. Barrel 2 is Riley Broughton, back in this country over here, racing over here in Saskatchewan now. Great to see him back. And Cinnamon and Trailer Sales off of the number 2 barrel. He'll have the blue chuck wagon and the red shirt on. The number 1 barrel tonight, we'll go to Casey Peterson now, Motor City Farms. Motor City Farms will be off the number 1 barrel tonight for Casey Peterson. We'll have Kevin Garrow doing the driving for him off of the number 1 barrel. So, as we get set for heat number 6, Curtis Longman off 3 for J-Max Sandblasting, Riley Broughton for Cinnabon Trailer Sales off 2, and Casey Peterson off 1 for Motor City Farms. This is heat number 6. Ooh, good luck. There's not hole in the charges on your way as they head around. Oh, as they're leaving town, Casey Peterson's outfit, Motor City Farms, as they're heading out. It's Casey Peterson's outfit leading the way. Looks like we got a barrel down out there. It's the Casey Peterson outfit, Motor City Farms leads the way. Riley Broughton up the middle, and on the outside is the Curtis Longman outfit as they make their way around the first 2 corners. Let's pick them up. It's Casey Peterson, Motor City Farms, Kevin Garrow leading the way by a length and a half. Curtis Longman, J-Max Sandblasting is on the outside. Riley Broughton is in third for us. Cinnabon Trailer Sales as they're in the third corner. It's Motor City Farms, and they are motoring out on the front end. That is Casey Peterson's outfit, but he's got company on his right-hand side. Curtis Longman, J-Max Sandblasting is second on the outside, and Riley Broughton is within striking distance as they come to him lane. Here they come. Casey Peterson's up front, they're not going to catch him running time. Motor City Farms by a length and a half. Curtis Longman, J-Max Sandblasting for second, and Riley Broughton low into the third for the Cinnabon Trailer Sales. Oh, that one, heat number 6. All right. Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank each and every one of you for joining us. We've got another 6 heats of chuck wagon races here for you in the second half, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have about a 10-minute intermission, though, so if you want to grab yourself a hot cup of coffee or an ice cream cone or maybe some cotton candy or something a little bit better for you, go ahead and do that, ladies and gentlemen. You've got time. The beer gardens is open over there. I'm sure you'll find some familiar faces over there and sharing a beverage with them. Go ahead. And in the West Steel Bins Beer Gardens over there, feel free to go and visit with those good people over there. So we'll be back with the times for heat number 6. We'll let you know what the top 5 times are as of the first half, and then we'll be ready to introduce our second half of Chuck Wagons to you. So it is Casey Peterson. He ran the track at 62.56 plus 5 per barrel, 67.56. Curtis Longman 63.73, and Riley Broughton 64 and 30. 64 and 30. All right. So that means that our top 5 times unofficially so far. Wayne Solomon 62.57 leads the way, followed by Ben Garrow 63.45. Shane Hughes 63.52. Kevin Hart 63.54. Curtis Longman 63.73. That's all unofficial. That little girl's telling me that's right. That's my math. So there you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the first half of the Chuck Wagon show out there. If our friends at Saddles and Steels are back, once our wagons make their way through, we'll have some music to play for you there. But as our drivers make their way back, here's Curtis Longman with J-Max Sandblasting with a 63.73. Curtis Longman out there, 63.73. That'll unofficially put him 5th for the day right now. Casey Peterson's outfit had a good run out there for Motor City Farms. And of course, we appreciate Riley Broughton with your Cinnabon Trailer Sales. Thank you. We've got something else happening here at our halftime. Okay, so we are bringing you, brought to you by the Yorkton Exhibition, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Look, is that as white as Rowdy was when he first came to me? I don't know. This is Rowdy's colt, a new addition to the EPCCA. Now, what a great intervention that was, and great music. Oh, so good to hear Prairie Oyster again. All right, well, leading them in is Jenna Hutchings, and she is going to be our corner judge out there. And in behind them is the wagons of the EPCCA. Cody Leach for Richardson Pioneer. And the familiar Leach brand on that chuck wagon there. Then we have Blair Bulmer with the Cinnabon Trailer Sales. Then we have the Vivian Rooks outfit for select shows with the Connect Amusements outfit. Then we have Bobic Roofing with Clint Salmon. Then we have Kane Salmon with Snedco. Then we have Kevin Garrow with Phoenix Industrial. Kevin Garrow at Phoenix Industrial. Clayton Harlick with Nutrient Ag Solutions. Epplewin Vision Centers, that'll be Crystal Drexler. We'll see her in the final heat of the night. Black Rock Asphalt and Paving and Lee Brick Farms, that'll be Colin Kilmore. Yorkton Auction Center, that'll be Clayton Harlick's second outfit. We'll see it in the second last heat. Rain Miller's outfit, that'll be Shane Salmon from Invermay, Saskatchewan. West Coast Amusements and Ken Salmon. Solonenko Farms and Larry Schnell. TJ Moosedale and Mary Mountain Feeders, a rookie driver. Dustin Arcan, Venture Construction. And we have Cooper Hugh for Prime Construction. And then we have Justin Long with the DNS Contracting outfit. Okay, well, here we go. As we get ready for our second half, heat number 7, we've got Larry Snell, Cody Leach, and Vivian Rooks. We've got drivers for heat number 7. Larry Snell, Cody Leach, and Vivian Rooks are drivers in heat number 7. We'll get our game all locked up, everything ready to go. And we'll be ready to go racing. Okay, heat number 7. Larry Snell's outfit will load into barrel number 3. Dakota's going to do the driving. He's got the diamonds on the side of that check wagon. He'll be easy to pick up. Solonenko Farms for Larry Snell. Barrel number 2 will be Cody Leach's outfit. Richardson Pioneer right here in Yorkton. Will be the sponsor on the side of that check wagon. Ooh, he's got a paint up there on the lead of that wagon. You don't see any of those anymore. And he'll be off a number 2 barrel tonight. Vivian Rooks' outfit. We'll have Hayden doing the driving for select shows, and it'll be off of the number 1 barrel. So, as we get set for heat number 7, Larry Schnell, Solonenko Farms will load into barrel number 3. Cody Leach for Richardson Pioneer will be in barrel number 2. And the number 1 barrel is Vivian Rooks for select shows. This will be heat number 7 as we are getting in line. Larry Schnell into 3, Cody Leach into 2, and Vivian Rooks into 1, heat number 7. There's a horn underway. Oh, they're all flying out there. Let's see what they can do to set them on their way. And in front out there, it is the select shows outfit for Vivian Rooks out there. And along the rail, flying Cody Leach in the middle, Richardson Pioneer, and Larry Schnell with the Solonenko Farms is flying as they hit around the first 2 corners. Let's pick them up. Vivian Rooks is flying, select shows out there, a length and a half in front. Cody Leach, Richardson Pioneer sits second with the Rick Chuck wagon, and the diamonds of Larry Schnell, Solonenko Farms. We're in the 3rd corner now. It's all select shows putting on a show in the front end, length and a half in front. Cody Leach is in second for Richardson Pioneer, starting to close the gap as they head around the 4th and final corner. They're southbound and down, and here they come. Hayden Rooks for Vivian Rooks, select shows on the rail. Cody Leach on the outside, post to you as we come down to the finish line. Will be the Amusements outfit, and that will be Vivian Rooks gets there for the win. Richardson Pioneer second, and Solonenko Farms will be 3rd in heat number 7. Select shows Connect Amusements out there. Vivian Rooks, Cody Leach, Richardson Pioneer, and Larry Schnell, Solonenko Farms in heat number 7. Heat 8 will bring up. We'll look for Clint Solomon, and Blair Bulmer. Our drivers are number 8. Kent Solomon, Clint Solomon, and Blair Bulmer are in heat number 8. All right, 5 more heats to go here for our wagon show here. A windy Wednesday night here. And of course, the Yorkton exhibition is brought to you by the Yorkton Travel Council. And we appreciate that, as well as today's Seniors Day sponsor, the Touchwood Agency Travel Council. Thank you for your generous sponsorship of the Yorkton Exhibition Summer Fair. Again, this is just getting things rolling here, folks. Thursday and Friday and Saturday. All big days here at the Yorkton Exhibition. Plan to attend. Tell your friends and neighbors to come on down tomorrow and on Friday. Here are the times, and we'll call it heat number 7. It'll be Vivian Brooks' team. Kayak Amusements and Select Show, 6404. Cody Leach, 6433. Larry Snell's on Echo Farm, 66 and 38. Okay, and here is Cody Leach making his way back, 64 and 33. Good one out there. Heat number 8, Kent Solomon loading out barrel number 3 for West Coast Amusements. With the black shirt and the black check line and the red harness, that'll be Kent Solomon for West Coast Amusements. Barrel number 2 will be Clint Solomon for Bobick Roofing. He'll have the blue and the black check leg, and he's got the paint on the other side of the pole this time. This will be Clint Solomon. And the number 1 barrel, he's got kind of one with a bit of a faction nail out there on the front, and that'll be barrel number 1, and that'll be Blair Bulmer for G&H Grain Farms and the Big Dutchman off of barrel number 1. All right, so this is heat number 8, Kent Solomon, West Coast Amusements, barrel 2, Clint Solomon, and barrel number 1, Blair Bulmer. This is heat number 8. Good luck. There's the horn. It's a good looking slide. Bring them around. All 3 are flying out there. There they go. It'll be out the number 1 barrel. Blair Bulmer is flying out there. G&H Grain Farms with the Big Dutchman is flying out there and along the rail. Out in the middle, it is the Bobick Roofing Clint Solomon outfit. And Kent Solomon, West Coast Amusements. But it's G&H Grain Farms. Blair Bulmer flying out there in the front end. Riley Brompton at the lines. Bobick Roofing, Clint Solomon out in the middle of the track. And Clint Solomon, West Coast Amusements, high third along the rail as they head down the backstretch, leading the way. It still is Blair Bulmer. G&H Grain Farm leads the way. Bobick Roofing, Clint Solomon second on the outside. And West Coast Amusements, Kent Solomon is close and in third as they round the 4th and final corner. Here they come. It's Blair Bulmer. G&H Grain Farm leads the way. Clint Solomon, Bobick Roofing on the outside, and Kent Solomon with the late charge as they head down to the finish line. Here they come, but they're not going to get you. Blair Bulmer's out there. G&H Grain Farm for the win. West Coast Amusements, Kent Solomon will be second, and Clint Solomon, Bobick Roofing rolls in to be third. Call that one heat number 8. Heat number 9, we'll look for Justin Long, Dustin Arcan, and TJ Mousteo will be our drivers in heat number 9. Justin Long, Dustin Arcan, and TJ Mousteo will be our drivers in heat number 9. Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, we encourage you to check out all of the events that are going on after the truck wagons. The boys with the motocross are going to be doing their act about 8:30. The beer gardens will remain open again as well as a lot of the activities in the midway out there. Going to be a little bit cooler this evening out there, so if heat isn't your friend, tonight is the night to head up the midway out there. Certainly won't be as packed as it will be tomorrow and Friday. Here are the times of heat number 8 and as follows. Blair Bulmer, 6406, 6406. Kent Solomon, 6483, 6483. And Clint Solomon, 6492. The times for heat number 8. Okay, well, heat number 9 will be our next one, and we'll look for Justin Long, Dustin Arcan, and TJ Moosetail. All your drivers here in heat number 9. And we're going to have a hero break. Well, as we make our way back, this is Bob A. Cruising out there, and that is Clint Solomon. Blue and black truck driver. They had a good time, 64.92 to 64.92. They're putting just outside the top 10 right now. Blair Bowler's outfit for G.H. Green Farm's outfit there. A nice run as well, 64.06. And just right around the 8th mark there so far. All right, well, let's go racing here for heat number 9. Justin Long with the red and the yellow check wagon. Nice looking outfit there. Got a gray on both. We got 2 wagons with grays on the left-hand side. You don't see that too often. Barrel number 3 will be the D&S contracting for Justin Long. We've got a Justin and a Dustin in the same heat, so this should be interesting. Dustin Arcan. Venture Construction will be off at number 2 barrel. And both Justin and Dustin have grays on the left-hand side. Barrel now, number 1 will go to TJ Moosetail for Mary Mountain Feeders. He's a rookie driver out there. And Mary Mountain Feeders out there from Rollins. All right, so as we get set for heat number 9, Justin Long, DNS Contracting off of barrel number 3. Barrel 2, Dustin Arcan for Venture Construction. And the number 1 barrel, TJ Moosetail, Mary Mountain Feeders. Good luck. Here's down home, and again looking so Dustin Arcan is flying off the number 2 barrel. Oh, look at this! He was in a tornado out there. We got a barrel down. The top of the number 3 barrel is down out there. Oh, Dustin Arcan. He had to do some driving to get him out of the number 2 barrel, but they are out and they are in the lead. Dustin Arcan for Venture Construction is leading the way right now. Sitting in second, DNS Contracting, Justin Long, Mary Mountain Feeders, and along the rail, TJ Moosetail. As we head halfway down the back stretch, it's Dustin Arcan. What a cut of the number 2 barrel. Has got him out in front, but he's got 2 young guys right in behind him. DNS Contracting, Justin Long on the outside with the red wagon. Mary Mountain Feeders, the white check wagon's there, but very close as they head around that 4th and final corner. Here they come. Dustin Arcan along the rail. Justin Long, red wagon close to you. And Mary Mountain Feeders all from behind as they come out of his great shot. Justin Long, here it comes. Justin Long, Justin Arcan. TJ Moosetail, number 9. We're going to wait for a quick hero, so we'll get our tractor out on the track there. We'll do a little bit of last hero of the evening here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now heat number 10. Well, I'm calling Gilmore, Kevin Girl, and Cooper Hughes. We have drivers in heat number 10. Okay, here are the times for heat number 9. It was Justin Long around the track at 66.91 plus 5 for a barrel. Justin Arcan 67.53. DJ Moosetail 68.46 out there. Nice run for those young drivers out there. And we're going to hair off one last time, and we've got 3 more heats to go. Colin Gilmore, Kevin Narrow, Cooper Hugh, Clayton Hall, Shane Solomon, and Kane Solomon, Hayden Brooks, Crystal Drexler, and Clayton Hall. So we've got some of the top drivers here so far in the 2024 season yet to come here at the York. Hey, there's our rookie driver out there, TJ Moosetail. Mary Mountain Feeders out there. Our rookie wagon out there. Nice drive out there. Our drivers have a chat with each other as they make their way back. I'll tell you what, that was an exciting race up there. Dustin Arcan, boy, I tell you what, he did some driving to get out of there, but made it out with all the barrels standing up. And he had a nice time, a 67.53. Good job, Dustin Arcan. Venture Construction. And the Justin Long outfit, D&S Contracting. Good drive out there. Okay, well, we are going to have our Harold man. He's already out there, and we certainly appreciate all of our crew here at the Yorkton Exhibition. They do just such an absolutely fantastic job of looking after the grounds and putting on so many events out there. You see one of those directors of the exhibition with the name tag, make sure to thank them for all the work that they do year-round to keep this facility in the pristine shape that it is. We're going to leave you now for a few minutes while we harrow up the infield and the racetrack with our good friends at Saddles and Steel to play some country treatments. Okay, this is heat number 10. Colin Gilmore, Kevin Darrell, and Cooper Hugh will be our drivers for heat number 10. Colin Gilmore, BlackRock Asphalt and Paving. Libra Farms, will be Alpha number 3 barrel. Kevin Darrell. Phoenix Performance on barrel number 2. Number 1 barrel is Cooper Hugh for Pride Construction. Number 10. So, sitting unofficially in the top 5 right now, Wayne Solomon sits atop of the leaderboard with a 62.57. Ben Garrow, a 63.45. Shane Hugh, a 63.52. Delvin Harley, a 63.57. And Curtis Longman, a 63.73. That's all unofficial. And they are leading right now. So it looks like we're going to be under 64 seconds if you want a piece of the top 5 here at the top. Okay, well, as our drivers are making their way here, this will be heat number 10, Colin Gilmore. Barrel number 3, Kevin Darrell, and barrel number 2, and Cooper Hugh, barrel number 1. The orange and the black chuck wagon with lots of orange on it. That will be Colin Gilmore, BlackRock Asphalt and Paving, barrel number 3, and Libra Farms. Barrel 2 is Kevin Darrell running his new sponsor, Phoenix Performance, off of the number 2 barrel. Looks like we've got the wagon all painted up with the matching horses and the harness tonight off of the number 2 barrel. Barrel number 1 is Cooper Hugh, another man from Hudson Bay, Saskatchewan, doing a great job out there with his wagon, running for Pride Construction. So, Gilmore into 3, Darrell into 2, and Hugh into 1. This will be heat number 10. Should be a good one. Good luck. There's the hole in the rock. Kevin Garrett looks wrapping off too. Can he get to the rail? Oh, it looks good right now. Phoenix is flying. Phoenix Performance are performing out there. They're ahead by a wagon length. Kevin Garrett ahead. I'm Colin Gilmore with the BlackRock Asphalt and Paving and Libra Farms outfit. Cooper Hughes sits third for Pride Construction as they glide around the first 2 corners. Let's pick them up. Kevin Garrett, Phoenix Performance. The Phoenix is flying in the front, length and a half in front. BlackRock Asphalt, Paving, and Libra Farms second on the outside, but they're closing up the gap awfully quick as they head into that third corner. It still is Kevin Garrett. He still leads the way. Phoenix Performance, and they have Colin Gilmore sitting in second, and then in third right now. It still is a third place position. Is the Cooper Hugh off as they come to the hill lane. Here they come. Colin Gilmore on your side. Kevin Garrett on mine. Here they come to the line. Phoenix Performance gets there for the win. Colin Gilmore and Cooper Hugh. Wow, that looked quick in heat number 10. All right, well again, our top 5 times right now from 62.57 to 63.73. So we'll see how quick they can get in there. Okay, well, heat number 11 will be our next one. Clayton Harlan, Shane Solomon, and Kane Solomon. Clayton Harlan, Shane Solomon, and Kane Solomon will be our drivers in heat number 11. All right. Well, as we get set for our final two heats. Again, these are the top 6 wagons according to the last show. So these will be the top 6 wagons out of the Porcupine Plain show. So the top 6 wagons run in the last 2 heats. Clayton Harlech has 2 wagons in the top 6 from the last show. So good job to Clayton. He'll have Kelvin doing the driving for his Yorkton Auction Center hook. Looks like Clayton will be driving the Nutrient Ag Solutions hook out there. Alright, well, heat number 11 will be making their way. The girls are sorting through the times, and we'll let you know where they stack up. And if our top 5 has moved out there. And here is Jesse with the times. It is Kevin Garrow with Phoenix Performance, 62.16. 62.16 out there. Colin Gilmore, 62.45. 62.45. And Cooper Hughes, 62.97. 62.97. So there's Colin Gilmore, a 62.45. That puts you in your second spot right now, unofficially, after 10 heats of racing out there. So I'll tell you what, pretty darn good. Worst he can do is 8th overall, 62.45. Colin Gilmore, good run out there. As the drivers make their way back, feel free to make a little noise for them out there. A lot of adrenaline when they're out on the track, and as they're driving past you there, it certainly is nice to get a round of applause from the crowd. Kevin Garrow with Phoenix Performance out there, your new leader, 62.16. He's at the top of the heat after 10 heats of racing out there. Cooper Hughes, the young man from Hudson Bay with Pride Construction out there, a 62.97. 62.97. That puts him 4th overall after 10 heats of racing. So good running out there. They're all sitting pretty right now after 10 heats. All right, let's go racing to heat number 11. Now these were the top 6 wagons from the last show. They were 2 shows last weekend. Dauphin, Manitoba show unfortunately got rained out, and that's for those 3 chuck wagon drivers from the last heat we seen. They were over in Dauphin, Colin, Kevin, and Cooper. So they got put together there in that heat. So here it comes, our drivers. These are all of the top 6 from Porcupine Plain last weekend. So this is Clayton Harlech, Yorkton Auction Center. Kelvin Harlech is going to do the driving there. Barrel number 3. Barrel 2 is Shane Salmon for Green Miller's outfit. He comes from Invermay, Saskatchewan. He'll be off of the number 2 barrel tonight. And the number 1 barrel is Kane Salmon for Smetco off of the number 1 barrel. Smetco off the number 1 barrel, the yellow, blue, and white. Okay, well, heat number 11 is going to be a good one. I can hardly wait to see how this one turns out. Yorkton Auction Center, Clayton Harlech is going to load into barrel number 3. He's got his brother Kelvin going to do the driving for him. Out of the number 3 barrel, he's got 2 wagons here these last 2 heats. Barrel number 2 is Shane Salmon running for Grain Millers, and the number 1 barrel goes to Kane Salmon for Smetco. This is heat number 11. Good luck. Shane Salmon, here we go, gonna get the rail away from Kane Salmon. Oh, you think he did? Grain Millers is flying. Shane Salmon with the red shirt with the green and the gray and white chuck wagon is flying. Yorkton Auction Center and Clayton Harlech's outfit with Kelvin driving on the outside. And Kane Salmon with Smetco as they head down the back straight. It's Grain Millers, they're ahead by 3/4 of a length. Yorkton Auction Center sits second, and in third is the Kane Salmon outfit as they head into that 3rd corner. It's the Grain Millers outfit still ahead by a half a length. Shane Salmon in along the rail. Kelvin Harlech with the Clayton Harlech outfit. Yorkton Auction Center calls to the pony, says we need a little more. Kane Salmon very along the rail. They're southbound and down. Here they now. Kane Salmon along the rail. Great job. Clayton Harlech on the outside. As they come to the rail. He's gone. Grain Millers for the win. Yorkton Auction Center and Smetco heat number 11. Oh, look rapid out there. Grain Millers, Yorkton Auction Center, and Smetco in heat number 11 out there. Well, again, a little top 5 right now. you've got to be 63:45 or faster. On top 5 right now, Kevin Garrow, Colin Kilborn, Wayne Solomon, Cooper Hugh, and Ben Garrow. They're your top 5 times, unofficial, after 10 heats of racing out there. Of course, it's going to be very interesting to see all the times from heat number 11 and heat number 12. Heat 12, our final heat. Hayden Brooks, Crystal Drexler, Clayton Hall. Okay, well, we'll get the times on that heat. And it will be. Okay, here are the times. It is Shane Solomon, a 62:82. Clayton Harlan, Yorkton Auction Center, 63:09. And Kane Solomon, 63:90. All right, well, I'll tell you what, that changes things, folks. I'll tell you a bunch. But I'll tell you what, big racing out there as of 11 heats of racing. Well, there comes Yorkton Auction Center out there, a 63:09. Unofficially, put you in 6th spot after 11 heats of racing there, Yorkton Auction Center. Good run out there. Bumped your wagon down to 9th unofficially, Calvin, but I'll tell you what, we'll have to get Clayton to buy you supper tonight. And as our other drivers from heat number 11 make their way back, this is Kane Solomon, Smetko. Can't wait to find out what Smetko means, but I'm sure it's a great company out there. It's on the side of Kane Solomon's truck wagon out there. Kane Solomon with the Smetko up in a 63:90. 63:90 out there. Oh, it's a lending institution out there. Thank you for supporting Kane Solomon out there. And Shane Solomon, the Green Millers outfit, good run, a 62:82. Unofficially, that'll put you 4th for the day for Shane Solomon. All right, it comes down to the final heat. And the big dogs roll in for heat number 12, our final heat. Hayden Brooks for Dennis Jeff Holmes. So load off of the number 3 barrel here tonight, the beautiful purple chuck wagon. He'll be off barrel number 3. Hayden Brooks was your winner of the Porcupine Plain Show. So he's got himself a spot card in the last heat of the night here at the next show. Barrel number 2 is Crystal Drexler with Nepwin Vision Center. Jody Drexler is going to do the driving for Crystal tonight. Of the number 1 barrel, red shirt, silver wagon. And the number 1 barrel is Clayton Harlan from Sheho, Saskatchewan with the Nutrient Ag, the checkerboard chuck wagon, off of barrel number 1. This will be heat number 12. Good luck. It is off of the number 2 barrel, Jody Drexler, but we got a barrel down. He's got the lead, but at what a cost. 5 seconds hanging over him. Nutrient Ag Solutions, that's Clayton Harlan. He looks okay in the infield right now, and he's starting to call for his ponies now. He looks like he's just going to pull up after a terrible start. That's so unfortunate after coming off of a show win. But Nutrient Ag Solutions, the checkerboards are flying out of the front end. Look at him fly as he got into the 3rd corner. The checkerboards are flying. Nutrient Ag Solutions, he wants to be day money. Jody Drexler's in on the wheel, but it's all Clayton Harlan. The Sheho Cowboy is flying. He wants day money tonight. Come on, you can cheer him on. The checkerboards get there. Nutrient Ag Solutions for the win. Jody Drexler, Nepwin Vision Center for Crystal. And Hayden Brooks, that is tough for Dennis Jeff Holmes. That's heat number 12. Well, that's chuck wagon racing for you. Tell you what, good job up there. We again, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask you to just stick with us here while we figure out the time for heat number 12 and let you know who of our top 5 times of the night. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, again, what a beautiful day. Cooled right off a little bit here. All right, in heat number 12, we have Clayton Harlan, Crystal Drexler, and Hayden Brooks, our drivers in heat number 12. There. Good jump over the fence there, Travis. That was impressive. Really good. People appeared out of nowhere. Calvin Young just jumped off from behind the barrel. He was there right away. Good job, buddy. Okay, hey, there's Victory Lane Solutions in Clayton Harlan. What a heat that was, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately there for Hayden Brooks, I tell you, he was your show winner in Porcupine Plain, and oh, he's having such a good year with his outfit. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, he made it this far, and I'll tell you what, he's a champion driver. Let's pay out Hayden Brooks with a big round of applause. It's going to take him right out for Yorkton. He'll be back looking at the next show. He'll be back for me money the next few nights. Network Vision Center, and that is Crystal Drexler's outfit out there. No dessert tonight for you, Jody. Hitting that barrel. Unbelievable for Crystal. Okay, well, the girls are starting through the times out there. And then we're going to get to our top 5 times. Appreciate all the drivers out there for sticking around. And here are the times of the last heat. It was Hayden Brooks in no time. Crystal Drexler 64.42 plus 5 for a barrel. Clayton Harlan 63. 63.70 plus 3 for a lane. 66.70. So here's your top 5 times of the night. 5th, 62.97, Cooper Hugh. 4th, 62.82, Shane Solomon. 3rd, 62.57, Wayne Solomon. 2nd, 62.45, Colin Gilmore. And the winner tonight at the top of the heat, 62.16, Kevin Garrow. Kevin Garrow is your winner on night number 1. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Yorkton Exhibition, I'm Brennan Jack, and it's always a pleasure to work with Lisa Garrow and Jesse Bueller and all the crew here with the EPCCA. Again, I'm Brennan Jack, and invite you back for racing on Thursday and Friday right here at the Yorkton Exhibition Summer Fair. It has been an absolutely great first day for Chariot and Chuck Wagon Association Racing. We can't wait to see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock for Chariot time, 6:30 for Chuck Wagon time. Have a great night.